Hi, Stan with Professional Drum Shop in Hollywood, California. My brother Tom is holding the camera,
Somebody's got to do it.
and we're going to talk about the Gretsch Gladstone snare drum. Decided to clean it up today. I bought this thing in 1979 for $50.
That seems like a pretty good purchase.
A little bit. The guy said, "Give me $50." I said, "Okay, you got it." So anyhow, I decided to clean it up, put some heads on it, and I thought I would show everyone, the people that don't even know about this drum or have never seen it apart, how it works. Billy Gladstone made a little over 50 of his own handmade ones in New York, and I remember Bob Yeager, my stepdad, talking to me about it, and he said he used to go over Billy's apartment where he would do sanding shells on top of his concert grand piano because he was a concert pianist, and helping him out sanding, believe it or not. But that's just a quick little insight on that.
Let's do a little walk around of the drums.
Well,
Dan.
sure,
Let's
sure.
see,
This is
some of the details of it.
so Billy actually licensed the name to Gretsch Company, Fred Gretsch, and this is not totally like his original ones he made for like Shelly Man or Louis Bellson and many other artists that he did for. The thing about this drum is it's just so well designed. It's incredible for what needed to be done back in the day. The three-way tuning is one of the most fantastic parts about it because it was calf heads involved in those days. When Billy was playing with the at the Radio Music City Hall in New York, calf heads were a pain in the butt, and he found a way so he didn't have to take the snare drum off the snare drum stand, tune the bottom head.
Yeah,
So,
that's a very intricate detail of this drum. I mean, I was looking at the construction of the
absolutely, as you can
tension
see
rods.
here, the tension rods. It's got a two-way thing, so we can tune the bottom. That's the top rod, and here's the bottom rod, which kisses into that piece there.
Yeah, and it's one's a left-hand thread, one's a right-hand thread.
You have your bottom one is a left-hand thread, correct, and then it winds up. You're able to tune top and bottom at the same, top first, bottom first, if you want. Either way, just a
or both, right? You can
or
do
both
And
together.
that's because of that fancy drum key, which is mounted on the side.
Right there, yep, boom. You got your three different sizes, and which I'll show you later when I put the head together, how it works. And I thought I'd just share this with the people that have never seen or heard about this type of drum. I know you have your professionals out there that know more probably about this thing than I do. But this is a fabulous drum, and it just happens to be, I just wanted to put new heads on it. It's been a while.
Well, let's get it partially together. We'll bring you guys back. We'll show you the final details of it. We're not going to bore you with the whole process. It takes a long time to put this drum together, you know.
It's a little tricky. All right, Tom.
We'll bring you back at the next step.
Right on. We zeroed in on that muffler just to show you that the Gretsch Gladstones only had it on and off on the muffler system, whereas the original Billy Gladstone had pressure numbers for the two little mufflers that would go up against the head, and then you can dial it in. But this being the Gretsch Gladstone, more of a manufactured drum at the time, that's the way it was. This is actually around 1937, 38 is when this one was made. We have the model number here. Oh, as you can see also, I am missing the two little cups that were the muffling system. That's the only thing I do not have on this drum. Very hard to find, obviously.
Oh, if anybody's watching the video, send
Yeah,
them
if
on
anybody's
up.
got one, call me. I'll give you $20.
And it's a number 226.
Number 226, which I'm not sure what that means. I don't know if that's 226 drums or what have you.
All right.
But we just wanted to show you a little insight on the drum.
Yeah. All right. Very good. We'll bring you back.
Okay. As you can see, I've already started all the lugs. The rods, I should say. And I just wanted to save this last one just to show you the intricacies of how this is made. This is basically has to meet on the inside as so you can do the various tuning. So this drum, I found it to be through the years. I haven't been too many of these I've put on, but I have done a few. It's a left-handed thread. So you want to start that bottom one. just to the point of head contact onto the edge. Then you got to come in here with the lip. The tongue has got to fit right into that other lip, obviously on the bottom, which is controlled by the hexed one. And I haven't hit it yet, and there it goes. I hit it. And I just hand tighten that. And usually, I mean, people, depends on how you tune a drum. You can either do the bottom first or the top first. Everybody's different. But as you can see, the top one, which is a regular drum key head, controls the bottom without that one moving, which is the top batter side. And you can tighten that wherever you want it. And then the top batter side, you grab the hex. And the hex controls only the top without the bottom. So and then you get it close to where you want it. And now, if you want to do both at the same time, you switch the key around. It grabs both of them, as you can see.
Wow, that's pretty fascinating.
It's a fantastic idea. That's why Billy said, he doesn't have to take the drum off while tightening up that bottom calf head and take control of it. That's basically how that worked, just for those that have never seen one like that before.
All right, very cool.
Alrighty.
Let's make a little more progress and then we'll come back again.
All right, you got it. Normally, I'm a guy that likes to tune the bottom head first. That's the way. There are no rules about it. That's just something that I just kind of grew up. And right now, I'm just using the top key, which is the regular key right there, which handles the bottom. And I'm one of those guys that, like a timpani head, I don't go crisscross. I just go straight to feeling the bottom, where the hoop is. That's just my style. Everybody's got a different thing. It doesn't really matter as long as you get to the same point of a great sounding drum. I'm going to crank that up a little bit. And it's only the bottom one that's tuning on this right now. This one is not. Just the bottom, as you can see here. Great freaking idea. There's a lot of machining going on in this thing.
Don't show this to Don Lombardi. He'll want to bring
Don't show it to Don Lombardi. Because I don't want anybody to make this, because I don't want to deal with the parts involved down the road.
It took quite a bit of time to get the drum back assembled like this too. It's a little bit slower to pre-assemble.
Oh yeah, this is not a quick head change drum, that's for damn sure. You gotta line up that tongue and that sleeve. I think we're good enough right there. Now we're gonna do the top head, which is the large size. Only the top head is moving now. As you can see here, nothing moving there. Whoop. Pay no attention to that man.
Was that a fumble?
That was a fumble, but I picked it up and ran for a touchdown, okay? Now we're talking. I wish I had a calf head to put on here correctly. The newer calf heads just don't quite fit this drum right. They have to be hand tucked on an old 30s or 40s flesh hoop to fit on both sides. Just for your info on that one.
Also, if you didn't have that special key.
Oh boy, don't ever lose that
Yeah.
on the gig. You know how we all lose our keys. Boy, oh boy, that would be a mess. So whenever you're done, you want to take it and put it right back on there, and boom.
There you go.
You're ready for the next gig.
All right, next step, the snares.
Just gonna throw some good old-fashioned snares. I'm a butt man. Always put the butt on first. It's easier that way. That way you can always adjust that throw. And if I can get these strings through, we'll be all right.
So I don't know if everybody wants to watch you try and tie a knot. We'll bring you guys back when we get this
Okay, yeah.
ready to go.
I think we all know at that point.
Yeah.
Now, when I do the butt first, I'm just showing everyone this. I think it's a good idea on all styles of snare drums is to always do the butt first. It's a lot easier that way. You can line up your snares properly with the butt and hold it there, and then I come up like this and I hold it with my thumb. So you're lined up already. And tighten that baby up, because throw-offs can be funny on the other end, trying to keep it all lined up. And so I would suggest always do the butt first. Best way to do it. So you're already lined up, ready to go. So now when you come back around this side, hopefully my screwdriver will work on that one. Those are little guys.
It's a good thing we tested this ahead of time.
Yeah. It's my first time, you know.
See, this is real live television here.
Real life TV. Red lights on, as Hal Blaine would say. Don't blow it, because you won't be able to make the next session. Come on, baby. There you are. Boom. And I usually give it a little.
Hold on, you got your hand in the way. I've got to get around.
Come on around over here, Tommy. Tommy's doing a fantastic job, by the way. Let's give him a hand.
I'm looking out for the YouTube community here.
So, what I usually do is usually keep it up a little bit, just so you get the, when you put the pressure down on it, boom, you're good. So I'm holding it up on top here, right about there. This is just like rule of thumb for all throw-offs, by the way. It just makes life easier. Especially if you don't have a lot of leadway on your tuning mechanism here. Boom, boom. And there you go. Sounds a little choked to me, so you just back off a little bit right here. And then boom. Then you just put it to whatever setting you're looking for. And we have a drum.
Alright.
And I think I'll do just a little bit more extra cranking that bottom head. And having a bottom head tight, by the way, everybody, stops a lot of snare buzz. Make sure that thing is tight on that bottom head, whether you're doing a Fat Al Green sound or whether you're doing a high-end crack, which is a lot of that going on in Lancaster. Now we're doing the top, bottom, like so, and boom, and boom. There you have it. 1937-38 Gretsch Gladstone snare drum. Fantastic drum. Since I told you about my $50 drum here, a couple of weeks later, this was still out on the counter, and the great Andy Florio came walking in. He goes, "Stan, look at that thing." I go, "Yeah. Would you like a case?" Because I knew Andy made some great custom cases. And sure enough, 1 month later, he walks in and hands me this and goes, "Stanley, here you go. Gretsch Gladstone, handmade by Andy Florio. Has my initials on it, SJK, Stanley Joseph Kiawa. And on the inside, hand sewn, padded, all hand sewn by Andy, and my initials, again, sewn in." Andy was a fantastic friend. Known him all my life here. When I first came in this store in 1967, and he just did a fantastic job on it. Very proud of that one. Andy didn't do that for very many people. I know he always made his own cases for his own merchandise, but that was one of the prime things.
That is a luxurious case.
I'll tell you, it sure is.
All right. Stan, can you play a roll on that drum?
Sure. How's that? Is that roll enough?
Doesn't look very appetizing.
No, it doesn't.
So.
Billy Gladstone, Gretsch Billy Gladstone.